What is up, guys? Fahir here from Astute.com. I don't know what I just did, but anyways, I did it. In this video, we're going to see how we can implement AdMob in our Unity game. And this is what you guys been asking for ages. At some point, I started to dream comments like, do AdMob, can you show AdMob? Okay, I'm gonna show it. Okay, just calm down. Here it is, you have AdMob. Now we're going to go right into it. Just a reminder, you can download the complete project. Link will be in the description below. You can download the starter project that I have prepared. Also, link will be in the description below. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, smash the notification button, and let's get started. I am in a new project and it's a 2D project, and that does not matter because I have prepared all of this and I have it ready for you to download so that you can use it and you don't have to prepare these things. But basically what I have here is 3 buttons for banner, interstitial, and a video, so it will show the appropriate ads. And before we can start showing AdMob ads, we need to prepare some stuff. And the first thing that I recommend you do is download Android Studio. Now, Android Studio is not required for this tutorial, but why do you need to download it? Well, because with it, you will download Android SDK. And it's like the easiest way to do it. So just download Android Studio. It will download Android SDK when you open it, basically. So if I go back here, Android Studio, if I click to open it, this is when you install it, of course. So when you open it, it will load and blah, 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 and it will pop up a window telling you that you need to download. And yeah, this is some kind of project that I, in quotes, have started. But anyways, let me just close this here. It will prompt a window for you telling you that you need to download Android SDK. I bugged there for a little. So yeah, you need to download Android SDK. And when you do, you're going to go here in Unity and you're going to go here under preferences. So click on Unity and then preferences. On Windows, I believe it is edit and then preferences. And by the way, I forgot to do this, and this is what I do for you. So this is what I do for you guys. Okay, these are my fans on my computer, and I lower them down like this so that you don't hear them working in the background, and this is a risk for my computer, so appreciate it by smashing the like button and subscribing to support the channel. So yeah, okay, now I have everything ready. Going back here to Unity and then preferences for Windows, I believe it is, and why is this not closing? Okay, exit, and finally it has closed. Windows, it's edit and then preferences. When you go there, and we did this in the previous tutorial in terms of databases, Firebase tutorial. So you're gonna go under external tools right here and you're gonna search where your Android SDK is located. Basically, if you don't have here anything, which you probably will not have, you're simply gonna click here on browse and Unity is gonna detect that Android SDK on its own. You see, Unity has detected Android SDK. Do you want to use it? Yes, I want, because I don't want to go and search it on my own, and voila, you are good to go. So that is out of the way. Now I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna go under AdMob google.com/home. Now I'm gonna put all of these links that I'm telling you in the description below, so you'll be able to click them right away. Now AdMob, this is where you need to register. So you need to register here, same as if you register for anything else. So I have already registered. I'm gonna go under sign in and it is simply going to sign me in. Now we will come back to this, don't worry. This is my console, this is my revenue, I'm rich. And yeah, so going back here to developers, google.com/admob. Now this link, you can simply filter or search online for AdMob or Google AdMob and you will find it, but I will put it in the description below. So on this link, you see we need to go here and click where it's Unity, which is, you see here at the top left corner. So we have iOS, Android, we have Coco Studio. We are not interested in any of those because Unity is better. Anyways, I'm gonna click here on Unity and this is gonna take me here in the Get Started area. So here what we need to do is first of all download the plugin. You see here we need to download the plugin, and when you click it, it will take you to the GitHub page. And this is the plugin that you need to download. This right here, this Google Mobile Ads.Unity package. This is what you need to download. So you're gonna click on that and you are going to wait for your browser or whatever to download it, and then you can use it. Okay, now that we have downloaded, what we need to do is go back here in the guidelines, so get started. After we click here to download, as you can see, so download the Mobile Ads Unity plugin, we're gonna import Mobile Ads Unity plugin. So basically it's the file that you just downloaded. So we're gonna go back here in Unity, and in the assets, I'm gonna right click, and I'm gonna go under import package, and I'm gonna click here under custom package. So when that happens here in your downloads or wherever you have stored this download, you're simply gonna click on it. So double click it and import it like this. So you're gonna click here, import, and you're gonna sit down and relax and have some fun, because who does not have fun watching things being imported? I mean, anyways, but this is what we need to do. And of course, we need to wait a moment or two for Unity to import all of this. And in the meantime, we can go back here. Actually, did it finish? Yeah. So no meantime for us. Anyways, this is what we have. So now we have these folders. We have Google, mobile ads, we have Play services, we have plugins. So these are the new folders that we have now that we have imported everything. So the next step is the following. We need to go here. So we did import that. This is finished. Now we need to include the mobile ads SDK. What we need to do is we need to go under assets. If you see here, I'm going to zoom, you see assets, and then here at the bottom, Play services resolver, and then Android resolver, and we need to resolve it. But before that, and this is probably what we should have done in the beginning, but it's not late that we can do it now. So go under file and then build settings. So do that, go under file and build settings, and here click on Android. So click on Android now, because currently it's on PC, Mac, and Linux. And when you do that, you can click here, switch platform, and it will switch the platform on Android. So our project will be now for the Android. And because of that, because you switched it to Android, this is what you see here. You see this resolving Android dependencies. Yeah, this is what will happen. Now, don't worry if you get any errors here. You're simply going to click clear. Now, what we need to do again is go under assets, and here Play services resolver, Android resolver, and we need to click on this force resolve. Now, you will not see it right here because here we have Android resolver, resolve client jars. For some reason, they did not update that, so I'm doing that for them. Thank you, Google, for me doing your job. Anyways, under assets, Play services resolver, Android, click here, force resolve, and it will do its thing. When it finishes, we are good to go to continue. And voila. So come on, let me go here. Okay, and we are done. So let's continue with the setup. The next thing that we need to do is set your AdMob App ID. You see here, follow the steps listed below to set your mobile app ID. Now, first of all, we need to add your mobile app ID, and if I click on it, so the mobile app ID, basically it's not giving me anything here. I will show you where you can find it. Anyways, we need to go and locate the Android manifest file, which is under assets and plugins, Android, Google Mobile Ads, and you get the point. So we need to go here. So we have assets, plugins. This is where we need to go. We need to go under Android. And here we need to click on Google Mobile Ads plugin. When you do that, we have this Android manifest right here. Now, first, let me do this. So I'm going to go here, create a C# script. This is not important. I'm simply going to double click it. And yeah. So now that I have that, I can go here, plugins, Android. And can I do it like this? Apparently not. Let me try to open it because I'm not sure how can I open this in Visual Studio. So like this. Come on, is it working? No. Let me try to open it like this. Yeah, it's working, finally, okay? So yeah, if I have double clicked it, it would have opened it here in my Safari browser, which is not what I want. So yeah, this is why I did all of this unnecessary thing. So anyways, this is what I have right now. And right here, between the two applications, you see, between this right here, this is where we are going to add this line of code. So we need to copy this metadata like this. So copy this, so metadata, copy it. And let me go back here and paste it. Now, of course, we need to change this. So we need to add our AdMob App ID. And in order to do that, you're going to go here under AdMob. And this is what we have. So this is where you create your new app. You're going to go here on the left side, you have Home. Now we're going to click here under Apps. And we're going to click here Add App. So I'm going to click here Add App. Have you published this app on the Play Store? No, I have not. Now, the name of the app is AdMob, so AdMob Unity Tutorial, and the platform is Android. I'm gonna click on Add, and voila, this is our ID. You see this right here, app ID? This is that number. So if I click here, is it gonna copy it? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm simply gonna take this right here. So copy this whole number. You see this right here under app ID, copy this number and go back, and this is where we're gonna put that. So this is your app ID, and this right here is going to be your application ID, which we're gonna do it like this. You're gonna go under File and Build Settings, and Player Settings right here, so you're gonna click on that, and then on the right side in the inspector, depending on where the inspector for you is, for me it's on the right side, I'm gonna go under Publish Settings, and actually it's under Other Settings. So Other Settings, excuse me, not Publishing, but Other Settings, you're gonna scroll down, you are gonna find here Identification and the package name. So here I'm simply gonna see com.awesometoots, so awesometoots.admobtoot. This is what I'm gonna call it. Now for you, that can be your name, last name, your company name, or whatever. Now when you do that, you see this resolving Android dependencies is gonna redo its thing. For some reason, I don't know why, but anyway, it's gonna redo it. So yeah, you're gonna take this package name, however you put it, and the standard for that is your website in backwards. So mine is awesometoots.com. I'm gonna type com.awesometoots. And of course, I'm gonna add the name and add the name of the app. Now the app is AdMob Unity Tutorial, so I'm gonna say AdMob Toot, and simply copy this. And when you do that, so copy it, you're gonna go back here in Visual Studio and you're gonna paste it right here. So I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna paste the name of my app. Voila, we are good to go. Now you see here, we can create this ad unit, but we will come back to this later. And the reason for that is because, first of all, we need to make sure that this implementation works. And in order to know that, so basically, let me just find it. We are, where we are, here. So Unity 4, we're not interested in that. Initialize mobile ads. Now this right here is where we are going to set up everything. First of all, we need to go back here and create a new script. So I'm gonna go here and right click and create a a folder for scripts. And inside of this folder, I'm gonna right click and go C# script. This is going to be my ad manager. So ad manager like this, and here, I'm gonna right click in the hierarchy and create an empty game object. This is going to be ad manager. So come on here, ad manager or manager or whatever. So when we do that, simply attach the ad manager script on it, and voila, we're good to go and we're finished. Thank you for watching, guys. And I'm just kidding, smash the like button. Anyways, let me just go here and tag the class. So what is the next step to do? Well, first of all, we need to have here a private string. This is going to be our app ID, and it's going to be equal to like this. And our app ID is basically this right here. So this is our app ID. So this right here, and I'm simply going to paste it. Now, in the start, you will need to initialize your app ID, but this is when you publish your app. For the testing, we will not need to do that, but I'm going to show you right now. Basically, this is what it is telling us. So we need to type here using Google Mobile Ads.api. So we need to type here using Google Mobile Ads.ap or API or whatever. And then in the start function, we need to say mobile ads initialize and pass that ID. So we need to say here mobile ads.initialize, passing here the app ID. Now this is when you publish your app. For testing, we don't have to do this. So I'm simply going to comment this out. So for testing, we do not need to do this. But what we need to do is we need to test our ads. So we have here a banner, we have an interstitial, and we have a rewarded ad. Now, we need to first create them here. When you want to use them, we will do this later. Don't worry about that. But basically, we're gonna go here for testing. So this is for testing ads, and that is right here. And getting started and testing. So when you open that, this is that window. And I can close one of them. So this is that window for testing ads. What we need to do, these are the ads or ad IDs that we need to use to test all of it out. But first of all, here, right below our app ID, we are going to say here, private, and we're gonna have a banner view. This is a banner ad and a banner ad, and I'm going to say here banner ad. Basically, a banner ad is the small ad that you see usually at the bottom or at the top of your app. So this is a banner ad, and we're also going to have here a private interstitial ad, and I'm going to call it interstitial ad. We're also going to have a private reward based video ad, and I'm going to call this one reward based or simply reward video ad, like this. And first of all, we need to initialize these. Now, below our update, or actually we don't even need update. So first of all, I'm gonna have here void request, so request banner, and this is how we are going to initialize our banner. And here we're going to have a string banner ID, which is gonna be equal to, and now for the banner ID, we need to do the what? We need to go here in the test, you see test ads, and this right here, you see add format banner sample ID, we need to copy this right here. So copy this right here, this piece of code or piece of numbers, copy it, and you are going to put it right here. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna say banner ad is equal to new banner view, and here we're gonna say banner ad or banner ID. Ad size is going to be, so it's actually ad size like this, and it is going to be smart banner, and let me just say here ad position is gonna be top. So we are going to put it at top. The smart banner will detect the resolution where the ad should go or where our app is running. So if our app is running on a portrait mobile, or we're holding a portrait and the resolution is, I don't know, 1080 by 1920 or whatever, it will detect it and it will set the size of that banner in respect to the size of the screen. Now, one thing that you need to pay attention is the following. You see here this banner ad ID, and this is that we add here, that we took here from the testing. When you want to display real ads or publish, when you publish your game and then you're gonna display real ads, you're gonna go here, you see congrats, your app has been added to AdMob, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna click here, create ad unit. And here you're gonna select which ad unit you want to create. So I'm gonna go here and click on select for the banner because we're doing banner. So if I go back here, select ad format, you see, select for the banner, click here, select, and I'm going to call it banner ad. And I'm going to click here, create ad unit, and now it is going to create it. And when it's created, you're gonna take this part right here. I'm gonna take the highlight tool. This is the part that you need to take. You see this. What am I doing? Let me go back here. So hide, not show all windows. So you're gonna copy this right here. So we'll copy this, not this right here. This is your app ID, so don't copy this. We already did that. So we already copied that app ID is right here. What you need to copy is this. This is what you need to copy. So this, copy it. And then instead of typing this here, you're going to paste it here instead of the test. So you see, this is what you need to do when you don't want to test. But anyways, we will come back to that. But if I forget to come back, this is how you do it. You do the same thing for interstitial and for video. So we have the banner ad. We created a new banner view. The next thing that we are going to do is create an ad request. So we're going to say here add request, and it's going to be, or we're going to name it add request is going to be equal to new add request. And here I'm going to say dot builder dot, and since we are testing, we need to say here add test device. And the test device, let me quickly go back here in the testing. So test ads, enable test devices. You see here, add your test device. And this is basically what we need to do to add a test device. For Android, this is that test device. You see here, 811, this is what we need to copy. So this right here, you need to copy this. So copy this for the test, and let me see where it is. It's right here, basically. Or actually, is it this? Yeah, this is what we need to copy. So copy this piece of code right here. Copy this, so I'm gonna copy it again, and I'm repeating over and over again. So we're gonna go here, and for the add test device, inside of it, in quotes, we're going to paste this, and here outside, we're going to say build, like this. So this is for testing purposes. When you are testing, this is what we need to do. So you're gonna say add request dot, actually first create it, it's equal to new add request dot builder dot add test device. Paste this right here that you can find. You see, this is where you find it. And then dot build. If this is not for testing, so I'm gonna say here for testing, and here for real app. For real app, what you need to do, you need to do the following. You need to say this add request, and again, I'm going to call it add request is equal to new add request, and I'm going to say dot builder dot, actually builder dot build, like this. And this is all you need to do when you are not testing. So this is the code, and I will leave it here. This is the code that you need to do when you're not testing. Because what's coming next is the same thing. We simply need to call here banner add dot load add and passing here add request. Simple as that. So this is all we need to do. And it will be the same exact thing if we did it like this right here. It would be exactly the same thing. So again, it would be the exact same thing. Now let's go here, and I'm going to copy this. So first of all, I'm going to copy and duplicate it. And this is going to be, instead of request banner, it's going to be request interstitial. And for the interstitial here, what we need to do is we need to go back here for the testing. So test ads on top, you see interstitial, copy this right here, copy it for the interstitial and paste it right here. So paste it, and we're not going to do it like this. Instead, what am I doing? So going back here, instead this right here, we're going to delete, and we're going to say interstitial add is going to be equal to new interstitial add, and inside we're simply going to paste here, this is the banner ID, but we're going to say interstitial ID. Paste here interstitial ID, and here we're gonna have our add request, same exact thing. So we're gonna do the same exact thing for the add request. Add request is equal to new add request builder dot add test device. Paste this right here dot build, and here instead of banner add, we're simply going to say interstitial add, load add, and the request. If we were to publish a real app, then we will do something like this. We will go back here, and here I'm going to say create another add unit, and here I'm going to select an interstitial add, and I'm going to name it. So this is the name of the add, so interstitial add, and I'm going to click here create add unit, and when it's done, again, I'm going to copy this right here. So this is the code, or these are the numbers, this is the ID, not this right here, not the one above, but this one right here. Copy it and go back here, and this is where we are going to paste it. So this is where you're going to paste it like this, but we need to return the one for the testing. And here, instead of using add test device, so we would remove this and we would leave this in, and exactly everything else would be the same. So this is for the request interstitial. So moving back or moving forward, I'm going to copy this and paste it. And now it's not request interstitial, it's going to be request video add. So request video add. And what we need to do for the video ad, well, first of all, let's go back here for the testing purposes. And this is the rewarded video. So I'm going to take it. So copy this for the rewarded video and go back. And this is where we need to paste it. So paste it right here. And this is going to be video ID like this. And here it's not going to be interstitial ad, but instead it's going to be a rewarded video ad. And it's going to be equal to rewarded based video ad dot instance. This is how we initialize the ad. So rewarded based video ad dot instance. Now here everything else is the same, so this is the same, and here I'm going to remove this and I'm going to say reward video ad dot load ad, and we are going to paste the ad request, comma, pasting also the video ID. Now again, if we were to publish a real ad or a real app, we would go back here to AdMob, create another ad unit and reward it. You see this right here. I'm going to click here, select rewarded, reward video. Now reward settings, we don't need to use this reward item reward. You don't need to use it because you will implement your own reward in your code. So we're going to click here, create ad unit, and voila, when we are done, again, we have this code right here. You need to copy it from CA up to the last number. So CA up to last number, and you would paste it right here. CA pasted right here, but we need to return the one for the testing. Everything else you would use the same, or you do it the same way, but except this right here, you will comment or remove this, and this is what you need to use. This is for the real app, and I will leave this code. You can download this project to see the code, and then you're gonna say reward video ad, load ad request, video ID, and voila, you are good to go. Now, before we can do anything, we are gonna go here on top in the start function. We're gonna call all of these. So we're gonna call request banner, we're gonna call a request interstitial, and we're gonna call request video ad. Because in the start function is where we are requesting. Pay attention and keep in mind and put a note. Requesting this ad, or what we are doing here for the request, this will not display the ad. So it will not make the ad run. It will just request it, make it, or call the system to load the ad. When I say system, it will call via internet, Google, or I don't know, Elon Musk. It will call Elon Musk, okay? And he will get the app or the ad ready. And then we need to call a code to show it. And basically that's really simple. Here I'm going to say public void display underscore banner, like this. Why? I mean, just why? Okay, so display banner, and here simply we're gonna say banner ad show. It's everything we need to do to show or display our ad, but we're gonna do something else for the banner. We will see in a moment. Here we're gonna have a public void display, so display interstitial, like this. This is display banner. This is gonna be display interstitial ad, like this. And for the interstitial, why didn't it load another curly bracket? For the interstitial, we need to check if it's loaded. So we're gonna say here, if interstitial ad that is loaded, that means we loaded the ad. We can safely call interstitial ad dot show to display that ad. And we're gonna do a similar thing for our display. So public void display video, and actually I'm gonna say here rewards. So display reward video, and again here we need to test it out. So we need to test if we can actually, if it's loaded. So if rewarded video ad dot is loaded, so if we loaded that ad, then we are going to call reward video ad dot show, and it will show. Now, before we test this out, I will need to run this on my mobile device. I will do that in a moment. Let me just prepare everything. So put the phone right next to me. You're not seeing me doing that. So anyways, it's not important, but I have put my phone right next to me. I will test it out in a moment. I also want to show you one thing. We have something here. So let's go here for get started. And let me find here for implementing the interstitial. So implement a banner. And here we have interstitial, and here we have a rewarded video. So I'm gonna open all of these. So this is for the banner ads. It will show us how to implement it, basically what I showed you right now. This is how you request it and all of the good stuff. Basically everything I just showed you now, it's telling you about creating the banner view, the ad position, the size. What we are interested is handling events. You see here, add events. What is that? Well, if you watch my video about delegate and events, we will have events or delegates or whatever that will tell us when the ad is loaded. It will also tell us if the ad failed to load. So let's take a look at here. This is for the interstitial. Pay attention, or actually, excuse me, this is for the banner. This here is for the interstitial, and this is for the rewarded video ads. So basically here for the banner, these are the ones that we have. You see here, handle on or handle on ad loaded. Basically, this means that when the banner ad is loaded, you see here, we loaded the ad. Now, what we want to do when the ad is loaded, we want to display it. Here, handle on ad failed to load. So what I'm going to do is copy all of this here. So copy this code. So all of this code, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back here in Visual Studio, and here I'm going to say handle events, and I'm going to paste all of this here. Now you see here we don't have event args. We basically need to say here using system. So now we will have event args and we're good to go. So here is handle or on add loaded. So add is loaded, show it. So simply here we're gonna call display banner like this, and we are going to display the banner ad. Here it has failed to load. So basically the ad failed to load. What we're gonna do is we're gonna call it again. So here for the banner, request banner to load it again. Ad failed to load, load it again. You see? Again. Ad opened. So if somebody clicks on your ad, what you want to do? I don't know, maybe you, whatever you want to do in your game. I cannot think anything on top of my head. Maybe you want to turn off his computer, so you can do that right here when he clicks on that. On ad closed, this is when he watches the ad. So what you want to do? This is more for the interstitial. So when the interstitial ad is closed, we will see how an interstitial ad looks like. So when it's closed, you can do things, and we will see also how you can reward your players. So we will see that, don't worry about it. And here we have public void on handle leaving application. I'm not sure what this is, but you can read about it in the documentation. So anyways, now we have these events, but we need to subscribe them to the banner. And we do it like this. This is what we need to do. See here, banner view, on ad loaded plus equals. So I'm gonna copy this code like this. So simply copy it. And let's go back here in the code in Visual Studio, and here below, I'm going to create a function I'm gonna call void handle. So handle banner add, so banner add events like this. And I'm going to have here bool subscribe. And here, I'm going to paste it. But basically, you see here this banner view, actually it's our banner ad. So let me just go here, banner ad, and copy it and paste it here for the name, because we did not name our banner as banner view. Now, why did I put this subscribe parameter? Because here we're gonna test if subscribe. So if it's true, then we're going to paste this right here. Else, if it's not true, then we're going to unsubscribe from these events. So I'm going to paste them here. And instead of plus equals, I'm going to say minus equals. Also here, I'm going to say minus equals, minus equals, minus, and minus. If you are not sure what I'm doing, you need to watch my video about delegates and events. I explain everything in that video, so I'm not gonna go over that in this video. Go and watch it. Basically here we will subscribe the banner ad or these events to the banner ad, so that we will be informed if this banner ad is loaded or if it failed to load or handled the open or close or whatever. And when we don't want to listen to that anymore, we're gonna unsubscribe. And that will happen in onEnable and onDisable. In onEnable, we're gonna call this handle banner add event. So we're going to call it by pasting true. And here we're going to call it by pasting false, because in onEnable we subscribe to these events, and in onDisable we unsubscribe for these events. Now, one thing that I'm going to tell you again, if you're not sure, if you don't know what I'm doing here, what this here means, you need to watch my video about delegates and events. That is one thing. But what's more important, if you don't understand anything what I'm talking about here, then maybe, just maybe, implementing ads in your game is not what you need to do right now. You need to focus on understanding the basics of coding, basics of putting a game together and practicing, and then you will be able to add ads in your game. So this is just my suggestion, my 2 cents. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've seen this so many times, and yeah, basically that's that. So what I'm gonna do before we start testing, we need to be able to load or display the interstitial and rewarded video. So we need to go back here, select all these 3 buttons, banner, interstitial, and video. I'm going to click here plus button for the buttons. So on click on the plus, drag and drop the ad manager. Now for the banner, we're going to go here, ad manager, and we're going to select display banner. For the interstitial, we're going to go here and select display interstitial. And for the video, we're going to go here and we are going to display display interstitial, display rewarded video. Voila, we are good to go. Now, one thing that we need to note here, even though we added here display banner, so display banner, when you click on the show banner, it will, well, display it. since we are using this here inside of our delegate, so here we are subscribing to handle on ad loaded. So when it loads, when the banner ad is loaded, we will display it here automatically. Now, how do you run this on your phone? First of all, you are going to connect your USB cable on your computer, and then you're going to connect it on your phone, which is what I'm doing right now. And here I'm going to click OK. And let me just go here. Now, probably you will not need to click OK. I'm going to click here, allow access. And yeah, this is some kind of app that I'm using to transfer things from my phone to or from my computer to my phone and vice versa. Anyways, when you connect your phone with your computer, and make sure that in the settings, so you need to go in the settings and you need to enable USB debugging. And you can find that in the settings. So settings, and let me just go here. It's at the bottom, developer options, and then you will have here USB debugging. If you're not sure where that is, ask on my Facebook group or search it online. Anyways, when you do all of that, you're gonna go under File, and you're gonna go here under Build Settings, and basically hit this Build and Run. And let me just go here on Desktop. This is where I'm going to put it. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna say here, AdMob test, and I'm going to click Save, and voila, it is going to load the app on my phone. So we will wait, and it is going to load it, and I will basically need to cut off the video because I'm going to test it, record it on my screen, and then I'm going to display it right here for you to see what I am doing. So you will see this is going to load, and I'm just going to wait and see if there are any errors. So if there are, you will see me fix them right away. But if you followed everything what I did, you will not see any errors while this project is being built on your phone. I know it takes a bit of time. You are hearing me rambling, blah, blah, blah. I can sing as well, and blah, 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 but probably that's not interesting for you. Anyways, I'm going to cut off the video now. If there is some problem, I will come back and then I will fix it. But to load the app on the phone, there will be no issues. I'm going to cut off the video now and display the ads on my phone. Okay, finally the app has been loaded on my phone, and you will see it here on the display, and you will see that as soon as we load the app, the banner ad will appear at the top, and then I will click on Show Interstitial, and then the interstitial ad will show, and then I will click on Show Video, and we'll see this guy who will say something, and maybe I will mute him, maybe I will not, but anyways, you see that all ads are working. So we saw the banner ad, the interstitial, the video, and the banner ad appeared because of this right here, since we are requesting it, or actually here displaying it. This is where we're displaying it. And it is displayed at the top because here in the request, if you remember, we set the ad position to top. If you see here bottom, then it will appear at the bottom as well. Now, you saw that I also closed the interstitial ad, and when you close it, you can detect that. So if we go back here in Google, and for the interstitial ads, you see here for the interstitial, and when we go here for the events, if I scroll down a little bit, you see we have here handle on loaded, on failed to load, opened, closed. This is where it's closed. So when it's closed, you can do things. So when somebody, for example, I don't know, you want to have a small reward for somebody who opened an interstitial ad, well, this is where you can do it, on handle, add, close. And I'm going to leave that for you to implement. That is on your own. And you heard the guy, if I did not mute him in the screen recording on my phone for the reward video, he said now the reward will kick in. Basically, when somebody watches your video till the end, you can fire, or an event will be fired. You see here add events, and they are right here. You see these are these events. Handle, reward based video loaded. This is when the video loads. So you are gonna do appropriate things here. Basically everything that I explained here for the banner ad. Let me just find it here. So everything I explained for the banner, this is where it loaded. So on loaded, this is where it loads. You want to show it. Here, failed to load, reloaded again. And if I go back here, we have more events. So handle, failed to load, reloaded again. Opened, if you want to do something when your user opens the rewarded video ad. Handle, reward based video started, if you want to do something If it's closed, if you want to do something, basically when it's closed, you want to reload it again. And this is where you reward your customer. So public void handle reward-based or reward-based video reward. Name is a little bit confusing. Anyways, this is where you will add a reward. I suggest that you have your own system instead of doing it like this. Where is this? Instead of doing it here, so I'm gonna say done, and these are our rewards. If I go here for the rewarded video, instead of you doing rewards here, which I don't suggest, you can have your own reward in terms of coins or whatever you're using to reward your player. But this event right here will be fired when the video finishes, and your time is now to reward your customer. So this is what you will do. Basically here, if you have coins, you're gonna say coin count plus equals, let's say 100 coins. You're also going to display that to him, blah, 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 all of the good stuff. So this is where you do it. And basically, this is it. This is how we implement AdMob in Unity. This is how we show these ads. And pay attention or keep in mind that the ads that we showed now are test ads. If you want real ads, I showed that. So you need to create that ad unit. You need to copy its ID, and then you need to load it, and it will display on your phone. Thank you for watching. You can download the complete project. Link will be in the description below. All of the links that we used here will be in the description below. Also for my Delegates and Events video. If I don't or forget to put something there, please remind me in the comments below. And Fahir here. I will see you guys in another video.